Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Doughnut. I wanted to talk about fear today. Fear is something that everybody feels. My own personal experience of fear has ranged from being scared to do a gymnastics competition when I was just a small boy of 6 or 7 years old. It goes then to being scared of playing gigs as a teenager on stages with lots of people and feeling scared to perform, and then all the way through to dating Beth and feeling fearful and scared about eating out. I wonder what your fears are or have been throughout your life. I'm reading this book called The Fear Bubble from a guy called Ant Middleton. If any of you have seen the show SAS, Who Dares Wins, he's one of the DS's drill sergeants, and really good guy. And yeah, it's a really good book, and he describes fear as what happens when your brain perceives that a challenging situation is about to happen to you at some point in the future. And he talks about this story of his son, who was only 9 or 10 years old, entering his first Muay Thai fight in a ring. And his son had been training for about a year, gets into the kind of stadium where it's happening. There's loads of people, and Ant can see that his son isn't looking himself and is seeming really scared. And as he finds out that his fight is at the end of the day, he's watching all these fights happen and people getting their faces punched in, and he starts crying. And I want to read a conversation that Ant had with his son. So this is what he reads. With all this in mind, I decided to ask Gabriel exactly what he was feeling. "I don't want to fight," he said once again. Ant said, "No, I don't want to fight is what you're thinking," I told him. I asked, what are you feeling? And he said, "Scared." Ant said, "That's a nice try, mate, but it's still not what I want to hear. Tell me how you're feeling in your stomach." "A bit sick." "Yeah, you're getting there. Describe to me what your stomach feels like." "Heavy." "That's right. That's actually what you're feeling. You've got a heavy stomach. Now tell me what your skin feels like." "Cold and sweaty." "Exactly. And can you feel your heart right now?" "It's beating." "Is it beating harder than normal?" He nodded. "Exactly, mate. So what you're telling me is that your brain and body are preparing you for the fight. They're helping you out. It's nothing to panic about. It's good. All those feelings you've got that you're labelling as fear are simply your body and mind telling you, get ready. Does that make sense?" He thought for a moment and nodded. "Okay then," I told him, "so say it after me. Get ready." "Get ready," he said. "Can you feel that get ready feeling all over you? Your body wants to fight. It wants you to do this. Can you feel it? It's in your arms, it's in your legs, it's in your gut. Get ready." A steely look came over him. Rather than trying to suppress or deny what was happening to him, he was embracing it. And suddenly my little boy looked 3 inches taller. What I'd give to be 3 inches taller. We might not all have to jump into a ring to try and fight someone, but all of us will find ourselves feeling fearful at some point. And Paul talks about fear in his second letter to Timothy, in 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7, and it says, "For God did not give you a spirit of fear, but of love, power and sound mind." Some translations say self-control. So the thing I want to leave you with is, next time you feel fearful, don't put a negative spin on it, but ask God to show you how to face it with love, power and sound mind. Thanks everyone. Bye.